Yeah, I've met a few too, man. They recognize who I am.
Hello, friends and family, brothers and sisters. I'm here with another interview, and I'm here with a disabled American vet by the name of James. James, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. Yeah. Hey, brother.
Gregory, how you doing, Gregory? There's Gregory. I interviewed him yesterday.
Yeah, you remember.
Yes, sir.
I'm today, Greg.
I will.
Right on, brother. Keep on keeping on, brother.
Hey, James.
Right.
So, how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless probably about 8-9 years now.
8-9 years?
Yeah.
On and off?
Yeah, on and off. You know, I've gone into motels and here and there, you know, with what money I was able to make on the streets or with my disability insurance. It was basically cut when I went to Arizona to visit my brother, and his wife passed away, and I stayed there for the funeral, and Social Security, I had to come back here because Social Security cut me down to Arizona, you know, Arizona's income, and it wasn't enough for me to get off the streets. So now I'm back here, and I went in, a fellow vet of mine that brought me over to the Social Security office, and I'll be getting my funds back, and then I can get my credentials from the Veterans Administration back also that were stolen and taken on the streets as I've been homeless and whatnot. But I tell you what, man, there's a lot of needy people like I am out here, you know, and somehow, in some way, we've always been able to come together, man, and see each other for, you know, that we are brothers and sisters out here, man. You know, and we're in the United States of America, and you know, the back of them says it all: freedom. You know. And that's all I'm out here for is, you know, I mean, there's a reason for the good Lord that I'm out here for that, and because I've been able to spread a little bit of music and a little bit of happiness in a really tragic situation out here on the streets, you know, because there's people going hungry, there's people that are sick, you know, and
How long have you been in the area? Where are you from originally?
I'm actually from Arizona. I was born in Florence, Arizona, the town of Florence, and I was raised up in from the time I was very young until the time I was 25 years old, between Bullhead, Kingman, and Needles in the tri-states here. And I never was homeless when I was being raised up like that. And then I went to California after I served. I went to California, and I became a firefighter, right? And I fought the firestorms. 2004, 5, 6, all the way to 7. All those seasons on the fire, the San Diego fires, the LA fires, the 101 fire, every fire in California, there was 365 fires burning at the same time when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor. And I'm on tape with that one because he had us over there in LA, and we're cutting the line around LA so that all those houses wouldn't burn. And he came to the crew, and I was the head sawyer. And You know, he put us on tape and says, "I love my California firefighters." You know, that it's been quite an experience for me. You know, and all I'm needing right now is to see. I get some money from SSI right now. I want to get into a place. I live in just a little small bungalow wherever.
Well, I think we were talking off camera, and I'm going to try to hook you up with we have another place for $700. It's a trailer. It's like 500 feet from the Colorado River.
Right.
And so I think you said you would be interested in that.
Yes, I would.
And we know, my wife knows the manager personally, so we're going to try to hook that up. Try to hook you up with that. My other question is, are there any other addictions that you're struggling with right now?
No, really. My only thing is I have this bone cancer, and I won't take their meds for the pain, so I'm in pain constantly because I have a degenerative and generative bone disease that is shattering and making my bones really, really brittle and stuff. And that's the only real issue that I have is because I'm trying to get like natural medication, rather than having to have their opiates and all their drugs.
Right.
I can't. I told them, no, I can't take your medications because you're gonna get me all hooked on Oxycontins and all this stuff, and I didn't want that, because it didn't make me feel good. So, I have no addictions. I drink a little bit of alcohol now and then for the pain in my bones, and it does soothe me. And of course, I smoke a little bit of herb.
I'm just gonna get a little closer because the train.
Yeah, but that's about it for me. My biggest problem is just being homeless right now.
Okay, this is gonna be my last question because I don't know how good they'll be able to hear us because of the train.
Yeah.
But I used to preach, so I have a preacher's voice.
Yeah.
So I can get loud.
I know what that's like because I'm a minister of the streets myself.
Amen, amen, brother. So my last question for you, James, is how was your childhood?
My childhood, it was pretty good. I was raised by my mom was she was a dancer, Arthur Murray's, and I'm a musician. It just kind of rubbed off on me. And my grandmother, she was a concert organist and pianist out there, so all the music kind of rubbed off on me. So that's what I spread around the streets right now. I'm a minister of the streets with that, and
Minister of music.
Yeah, music and a smile.
Amen.
Just smile.
Okay, I lied. I have one more question. I have another question. Being homeless, you've been homeless 2 or 3 months. I asked everybody this. How do you think being homeless is dangerous?
It could be sometimes because I've been out here and I've had people drive by and go, "Get off my street," in a mad kind of way like that,
Right.
And it's kind of scary, man, because they could be driving by with weapons, man. They're right next to Arizona. It would be kind of scary. It's not so much scary for me because I've been other places that were a lot scarier.
Right.
Yeah. Saigon was one of them.
How about women? Do you think it's dangerous for homeless women?
Yeah. It is dangerous for homeless women out here on the streets. Not so much maybe in Needles, but like over there in like Kingman or Bullhead or Laughlin or around in some of the tri-state area that's like that. There's a lot of gangs and riprap going on, you know, and things that are pretty scary, you know. And I think it is dangerous for women out here, you know. Not so much needles. Now needles is pretty mellow, you know. It's pretty much stayed the way it was when I was younger. And yeah, I was in and out of here a lot of times, you know. Went fishing on the river up and down here and stuff like that with my dad. And you know, I think the tri-state area is a really it's a good area, you know. But not so much for the homeless, though, man. The homeless is pretty hard out here, you know, because, you know, well, there's people like yourself and people that are concerned about us, but and then there's the other side of that matter, and we know the other side of that matter is not so friendly. It's kind of scary.
Do you think Trump being reelected is going to be good for us?
Well, now it depends on what he does right now, because it really depends on what he does, because he can go for veterans and separating the border, doing all that stuff, you know. If he gets the veterans off the streets and you know, and then works out all that stuff, you know. It depends on how he works, you know, because he could very well go in and cut disability insurance and say, hey man, you know, sorry, you know. And there would be people like me and like the young lady that was here or whatever, or ladies on the streets, men on the streets that are just going to fade away. You know, it depends on what Trump does right now. He's in office. I wish for the best for all of us, you know, and that's all I can really do right there, man. You know, because you know, it really depends on what he does.
You know,
right?
well, because they're sending billions to Ukraine, and look at our backyard. Look at our veterans, our homeless veterans. Our veterans that are homeless and are hungry in our own backyard, and we're selling billions to Ukraine and Russia and Israel. You know, over 200 billion. Look at our backyard. We have veterans and we have homeless and addiction and, you know, mental health.
Yeah, and problems where they can't get themselves off the street and stuff because it's just too hard for them, and their past is too brutal for him and stuff. I understand that. That's why I say that it really depends on what his moves are while he first comes into office right here. Because if he's not going to help go in and help those are critical problems right there. That out here, you know, with our homeless and our homeless vets, man, and our sick people on the streets, man, and then all this money is going somewhere else for weapons or this or that. No. He's going to have to make some changes while he's in office in order for this to work, you know. And if he doesn't, if he just rolls with all the weapon thing and destroy this and destroy that, then it's not going to be good. We know that. We sense that. But, you know, I can only pray God, man, that he does the right thing for the United States of America and for all of us and for all of our children, you know. And that's about what I can say about that, brother.
James, you know what? I appreciate your time. I appreciate that you gave us an insight look into the homeless vets. And this is why we do this channel, is to bring awareness to homelessness, addiction, mental health, and our homeless veterans. And thank you very much, James. I appreciate you.
Well, you're quite welcome.